So I have a tendency to a lot of times work in environments, well, work upstairs in, especially during the winter months, you know, fall, winter, spring, daylight it gets dark where I live pretty early. In the winter, you know, 4:30. And in the spring, even in the spring, you know, 6, 7 o'clock. When I'm editing or working on my computer or anything like that, it's nice to have some additional light. And if you guys have watched any of my videos before, in the room over here, which you guys can't necessarily see right now, I have always used, or for a long period of time, have used these monitor lights. So little lights that you can put on top of your monitor, which shine down onto your keyboard and your desk area. So it lights up so that you can see it properly. It just gives you a little bit more light in the area, which is good because even for your eyes, it's better to not be like dark, dark, dark and bright coming out of your monitor. It's way better to kind of have everything at the same, at least closer brightness. When I moved upstairs to my editing spot up there, I ended up getting a widescreen monitor. So I got two widescreen monitors, really, or one that's fairly big and one that's a little smaller. They didn't have lights that were big enough for that until now. So they have this right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is the transformable desk lamp. This is anti-blue light is probably what it should say. Maybe they're against Blu-ray as well. I don't know. Less than 1.3 illumination uniformity, greater than 95 ARCRA for those of you that are into like color accuracy. Flicker-free design. Now what's cool about this is, unlike the other ones that mount on top of your monitor, this is really good for, again, someone that has a big monitor or someone who has two monitors, because this comes on a stand and you can actually set the stand in between the two monitors and then have the two lights kind of fold out so that you can kind of place it so it's above both monitors, which is what I'm going to do. So this is it here. I don't think there's really anything overly exciting on the box. You guys can take a look at it if you so choose. But what I'm going to do, of course, oh, there's a little picture there. You guys see the little picture? Yeah. But it only kind of looks like one light there. But I'm pretty sure you unfold it. So let's just take a look at what comes in the box here. Then I'm going to take it upstairs and I'm going to mount it there. But we'll continue the video, I think, as it gets darker. First off, of course, you do get a little really small. Why are they kind of a big box? Why are you so little? Make it bigger. I keep complaining about this, and some companies listen, most of them don't, you know, but it comes with a manual. Comes with is this a little power brick? Does it come with a power brick? It does. That's nice. It's not like USB power or anything. It's traditional power. You know, that's going to go in your wall somewhere. Sweet. I just put that over there. And you get, okay, I think it's happening. I think it's happening. Lots of tape, lots of plastic, lots of whatever. Anyways, this is the mess that is it. So you guys may be able to see right here, it has like a table clamp. So this, of course, is going to sit on your table right there. Just move some of this stuff around, you know, take that off. There's the table clamp here. So that's good. This is, of course, where you're going to be able to connect the main light to this, depending on how you set it up. And then you have a whole bunch of lights and plastic. Okay, so first off, we're just taking all that off. Okay, hold on. I got to take all this plastic off. Okay, we're back. Simply put, this is completely bendable. Yes, which is excellent. This, so you pull this through. I'm gonna do this, yank this through so it seals. Okay. And then this, we're spinning on. So it's tall, right? It's tall. And then you gotta remember, this plug would plug into that, to this plug, yes? And then this, you and I would mount on our table. Now we would mount it on that part of the table because that's where our monitors would be. But even if you didn't want to mount this as monitor lights, you could just mount it as lights. That's also cool. This takes a minute. Come on, takes a minute. So this would go on there, snug that up. Yes, it's really tall. But this, you guys may be able to see it. These, I'm gonna just bring it down. These you can put in what angle you want. So if you had two monitors, you would flip them up and then have the monitors along with that angle. But the nice thing is it's high. You guys can't even see it. Now I have to take this off. But see, you bring that down and it sits like so that you could have them straight across if it's just one really big monitor, or you could have it like right angled if you wanted. You could have it whatever angle you want. Or you could just have it maybe as just one big light that you shine off to the side. And because it's on this rubber thing, you can tilt it, right? So you could have it however you really want. You could just angle that. All right, I'm gonna go mount this upstairs, and then we're gonna try it once it gets a little darker out. So hold on, I'll be right back. All right, so we have got it set up. I've had it actually set up for a couple days now, and it's been working really good. Now I have run out of power adapters, which is I would have liked to have seen. I don't know if it's a power constraint or whatever. I would have liked to have seen this have the option to be able to be powered via USB, but I have it plugged into this little thing here. So I just have to turn this on, and I have to turn on my AC power. There we go. And you guys are seeing it in the daytime because, of course, there it is right there, lit up. Slick, right? So, you know, and you get to see my messy desk. But it's a working desk. It's a functional desk. It's not designed to be like, oh, come look at me. Very, very cool. So hopefully you guys can see this. And I'll put some shots with it functioning at nighttime, because that's primarily when you and I are going to use this, is at nighttime. And it puts out a lot of light. I have to say, it's really good for that. Now, the other thing that's kind of cool about it is that, let's say I was here and I kind of have this one kind of centered and this one off to the side. Now, let's say I'm not really using this monitor, or I don't need that much light, but I am using this over here. So I can actually just click and hold the ends here. They're just kind of touch sensors, and I can turn that one off. And the other thing I could do is actually take this light and bring it right over here, and then I have twice as much light on this side. And again, all I gotta do is tap it to do that. Both of the lights are, and there's a power/mode button, I guess, on the edge of both. So all you gotta do is you can tap it, and you'll see this one kind of went to a bluish light. Now we got more of a yellow light, right? And then back to like both, and then you just kind of cycle through them, which is pretty awesome. And again, if you don't want one, you can just kind of just turn that one off, right? If you, for whatever reason, just kind of, there it is. Oops, I had it. That's the one I want right there. Plus, like I said, you know what, you can angle this. Now, because I have this is like a 30, I can't remember, 34 inch, and this is a 28 inch display. So because of that, really big. Now, if you only have one display, you could totally just take this piece, put it right in the middle of, say, here, and then it would work perfectly. Because of all the stuff that I have and cables that kind of go behind my Mac Studio, I did have to move it over to the side. But you know what? I can still swivel it around, or take these bars and move them, or if I need more light on the table, I can do that. If I was shooting something down here, that would work really good. It's easy to move them around. The fact that the touch sensors are on the end for turning it on and off works really well. And again, because you know this is on a flexible arm, if this was causing any light to get on your monitor, you could literally just kind of tilt that up, or however you wanted it to get that light off. Very cool. I like it just kind of down like that, shoots straight down. And then again, when I'm finished, I can just kind of click that one and click this one. Glorious. Very nice. I've tried a bunch of their different monitor lights, and they've all worked really well. Just now that I run a dual setup and a bigger monitor, this is really nice just because of the flexibility, and the touch sensor works extremely well. Links down below if you guys are interested in this. I do really like it, especially like for me, I do a fair bit of conference calls, and because I'm doing calls with people, a lot of times, because of time zones, they could be, 5 hours ahead, 6 hours ahead. So if we're talking at, I don't know, in the winter especially, if we're talking at noon, it could be 6 o'clock here and it's dark, right, and during the winter. So having some light here, very nice indeed. All right, guys, I will put links down below if you guys are interested in this light. I think it's awesome. And even if you don't want to use it as a monitor light, this would be a really great light just for doing, like, you know, your video calls, or if you're just recording for social media in your home studio. Yeah, very cool. All right, guys, links down below if you're interested, and I will see you guys next video. Later.